All right, everyone. This is Trucker Wayne on Facebook, Wayne Craig on LinkedIn. Hopefully everybody is safe and healthy out there today. Today, we're going to talk about women in trucking. Been throwing some stuff out there. I want everyone to know that before I started running my mouth, before I started giving opinion pieces, I actually listened. For 6 years, I listened. I helped the drivers out 4 years ago. Me and Derek McLean, he was telling me you got to start doing live Facebooks, where at that time you could bring guests on your live. You can't now, but technology's changed on that. So anybody that's been on my other page, everything is all out there, even the interviews I'm going to talk about, they're still out there. So for 2 years, I interviewed a ton of people, CEOs, executives, and women in trucking. And the biggest lives I ever had were interview women in trucking. One in particular, that we did the interview 42. I always try to keep it 42 to 45 minutes, right? And when it got done, we had like 6,000 views. By the second hour, it had caught on. It had like 12,000 views. It was nuts. Great interview. People wanted to hear about women in trucking. That was when it was about 8 to 9%. Now it's down to 5. We don't need studies. We don't need anything else. All those interviews I listened, and all the women that I interviewed, there was a theme. The more mature ladies and the older ladies who would get into the business, and I would just ask them and listen. You know, is it hard out there? There was even the older ladies, mature ladies, and the younger ladies. They all said yes, it was tough. But the older ladies had a little bit more of a, hey, it's tough out here, but I'm tougher. I'm going to do this out here. Yes, it can be tough. Yes. You know, at times the guys out here could do this or do that. And the younger ladies now, that was a little bit the same, but they were a little bit more cautious. They were a little bit more, now, I heard this a couple years ago, and it was just confirmed recently that I didn't really know. I didn't know this, and I forgot about it. But when they pull in a lot of times to get fuel, the guys see them. A lot of times they don't feel safe after they see them, and they have to literally go to another place to park. So that's sad, in my opinion, that they have to do that. That was just something that they were talking about. Why would trucking, when we need truckers in the industry, why would the women fall from 8 to 9% down to 5%? So for those 6 years that I listened and I interviewed, and now for 2 years running my mouth on opinions, this part is an opinion. I'm a guy, I'm not a woman, obviously, but I have tried my best to listen to what they have to say, try to be courteous out here to them. I don't think I've ever had a woman in 8 years yell at me for doing anything, but there has been a change out here, and my belief is that it's been towards the worst, because some of the stuff that I hear recently within the last couple months is it gets ugly on the CB radio. Guys trying to do their alpha, and maybe it's reflecting where we are as a country. But you can't convince me that we have a drop in women from 8 to 9% to 5%, and it's not our fault. It's not our guys' fault. It's not us as an industry fault that we're not promoting these treatment of women better. That's my opinion. But after all them years of listening, I interviewed the trucker queens, one of the first ones. They had just gotten in, and they were pretty excited about getting into the industry. About 6-7 months later, one of the sisters had a guy try to break into the truck. It's insanity. Those kind of things will get you out of the industry quicker than your head would spin. I mean, that's some scary stuff. Now, there's a lady on TikTok. It's Asmin Deloya. I posted it on my Facebook page. Her name is Jasmine, actually, but TikTok in the names. So she has a 250,000, almost 250,000 followers. She has 3 million likes. I noticed, I followed her from the beginning when she graduated from school. Now she's in her 4th month, and she's really starting to concentrate on the horrible messages, the things that people say and the guys say to her in the truck stops. 3 million people have interacted with Asmon. It's incredible. She only has 4 months in there, and she's already being verbally abused. The stuff I can actually see on TikTok of what the guys, now not all of them, by the way, are truckers. A lot of them say they are, and a lot of them are truckers when it says right on there, and you go to their TikTok page and they are. But we got to remember, everyone, we have to remember. We just, to me, I've always been, and I manage this way and I drive the truck this way, is why? What's a core issue? We can't get people, they're shaking their heads going, why can't we even get an 18 to 21-year-old in the military to come into our industry? Because they can't. And my answer to that is a resounding, go to Asmon's page, watch her page, watch, she's only telling the truth. She's telling her story. I wouldn't want to be in this industry watching what she's going through. She's young, she's Latina, and the hate she is getting is unbelievable. Would you want to go into this industry? I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not saying it's somebody's fault. I can say for me, I can only speak for me. I'm not doing a good enough job out here, trying to promote the women since I've quit interviewing them. I think also, I actually did. I wanted to start getting into interviewing again, and that may be coming up soon. Get back into just briefly. But right now I'm just giving these opinions, which doesn't help the ladies out here if they're struggling on something, because I can be opinionated. But would I want to get into this industry watching her TikTok page? She is reaching America. I'm not. I mean, I dance around. My TikTok page is not about trucking, hardly at all. I do enough of that on LinkedIn, and I do enough of that on my Facebook page. So I've turned TikTok into my getaway. She is literally telling her story on TikTok in the way I see it, and only I can see it. And it's the truth. And she's just truthfully telling what's going on. It's not pretty. It is a reflection of when someone sees what she's going through. Nobody stopping the hate, nobody trying to. This is my little piece of giving this, my opinion on this after 6 years of listening, that we got to do better. We got to be better out here. How is that going to happen? Because we're all just so individualized. Nobody in a real high position is really just staying out. Just go watch her TikTok and tell me you wouldn't feel her pain. She's a good trucker. And I believe she's flatbedding, I think. I'm not sure, but she runs hard. She does everything that you'd want her for. So what if she only has 4 months in? I had 4 months in one time. All right, this is Trucker Wayne on Facebook, Wayne Craig on LinkedIn. We need to be better. We need to do better with these women in the industry. And like I said, the first part was just talking about my experiences and me interviewing. I do think we need to interview more of these young drivers. We get a lot of opinions from the men and women that have been in the industry for a while. But if you start reaching out to these young women, interviewing them so more people can get a better sense and a better side of just what she's posting on TikTok. 3 million, 250,000, and she keeps going up. This is Trucker Wayne on Facebook, Wayne Craig on LinkedIn. I'm out.